And this, the judge said maybe immoral. I didn't say it is immoral. Because I've answered it that a political party, join a political party is one thing and the election is another thing. And you cannot say that, all members of that political party, voted for you. It is the entire populace, different political parties that voted for you. So it is just a means, to get to a destination. And, when you are not comfortable with that vehicle that is taking you to that destination, the most important thing is service delivery. And so you can change the vehicle and continue to deliver the service. And so when they say it may be immoral, I love what, one SAN said, when I say that PDP misbehaved, in this judgment. And I was confirmed by somebody saying, Omar should not be looking for who is making the trouble for him, that we are the ones giving him the trouble. And he said, you don't know the information that Omar has. And of course, I have much more information, but, we must protect, our institutions. So you don't say it is immoral, he said it may be. And my explanation is justify that probability of whether it is moral or immoral. Then the issue of Court of Appeal in Abuja, I continue to maintain that the judiciary, is the last of the common man, which is the common say in the society. And I have very high respect for our judiciary, from the party chairman to deputy governor to governor. I've maintained a very good cordial relationship with the judiciary. And I have no doubt that appeal court is one, and they look at the respect for the constitution. They look at the stability of the system. They look at what is just, and they look at the previous judgment they have delivered. In the same manner.
Well, you had very strong words for Justice Iyang Ekwo when he ruled that you should vacate the governor's seat alongside your deputy. But let's leave that for another day. Let's even talk about the reason why you left the PDP for the APC. Were you assured of clinching the presidential ticket? Was that the reason why you joined the APC? And if you don't get it, will you defect from the APC?
Well, let me correct an impression that if I ever made any unpleasant statement against, my Lord Justice Ekpo, it must be a slip of the tongue. Everything I meant was, my anger on PDP, trying to manipulate the system. So I have nothing against my Lord, Justice Ekpo, and I have nothing against his judgment. It remains my brother, and, I wish him very much well. If I did say anything wrong, let him accept my unannoyed apologies. It must be a slip of the tongue. The leaving PDP, I didn't leave PDP to get the presidential ticket of APC. It is wrong for anybody to say that, because I've explained severally that I left PDP for two reasons. One is that governors are governors. It doesn't matter whether you have, all the allocations in the world, and I don't have any allocation. The most important thing is that we are all governors, and that we deserve respect of one another. And we cannot be governors, and there are more governors than governors. I don't accept that. If you are in a particular state, it is, an accident of fate that you're there, and that I'm here, maybe there is no money in my state. It's an accident of fate. But the most important thing is, what is your intention for your people? What are you doing for your people? It doesn't matter how much, you have. It is what you have done for your people. And so that's number one. Number two is that I had said that the body language of the makers of PDP and shakers of PDP was not suggestive that, the Southeast was going to get the presidential ticket. I didn't say it should be given to me. There are so many of their candidates, of the members that are more qualified than me, including sitting governors that are much more qualified than myself. And I'm saying there should be an indication that we should be treated like, other zones, because we've supported PDP since 1999. We supported, my father, President Obasanjo. We supported my father, President Goodluck Jonathan. And we have supported, His Excellency, the Atiku Abubakar, through the presidential tickets. And so, why is it that PDP, ever put their eggs in one basket? In 1999, I came out openly to say, look, Southeast must give Mr. President Buhari 25%. I said that, and I was being crucified, but I had no apologies, and I did give him 25%, even though I was in a, PDP. But I told His Excellency, Atiku Abubakar, I was going to give 25% to Mr. President. I've always said I'm not a politician. I tell you the truth, and it remains the truth.
Yes.
So I'm not here that I must give the presidential ticket.
Mr. Governor, we are almost and totally out of time. As your party shifts ground on zoning, would have loved to ask you what your chances are when you have the likes of Bola Tinubu, who has declared, and those that are being nudged to declare, such as the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, and of course the likes of Rotimi Amechi. But that will be a conversation for another day, Mr. Governor. But we do appreciate your time on the news tonight. Dave Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State, Southeast Nigeria. Thank you.